Community Heart Media. Your voice, your heart, your opportunity. Welcome to tonight's show.
Hello everyone, how are we going? It's good to see you all tonight. Hello everyone. We've just got some technical problems. I'm going to hand over to Julio and just I'm just going to exit just for a minute. I'll hand over to you, Julio. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem, Mark. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. Here we've got tonight welcoming with Kelly. How are you going, Kelly, tonight?
I'm good, thank you, Julio. I was just saying earlier, it feels as though it's like back to winter. I don't know. I've been here for almost 4 years now, and I'm like, hang on a second. 1 minute it was summer, next minute it's winter. I just cannot adjust.
Yeah, you're pretty right there. And we've got the perfect guest tonight to help us warm up to start off with and also get into fitness. So I'd like you to introduce you if you can there, Kelly.
I definitely can. So I want to introduce these two incredible, inspirational ladies. So Jen, I met Jen coming up to close to a year ago, starting off some online dance classes. And I met Alex coming up to only a few weeks ago, and similar thing, doing some PT training sessions. And both of them inspired me completely in terms of just how they have been able to manage to just turn not only their lives around, but community members as well. So just want to introduce both Alex and Jen to everyone tonight. Thanks for joining us, Jen and Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
And it's so great to have you both. Jen, so first of all, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you're about.
Okay. I'm Jenna. I am a mum of one cute little toddler. I'm originally from New Zealand and I moved over here probably about 10 years ago, but I moved to Perth initially. So I've been in Melbourne probably 5 years. And just in the last 12 months, I started this business, Beat Freakz Fitness. And obviously we spend a lot of that time in lockdown. But it is a combination of aerobics, punching, dance. We use small dumbbells and it's all set in the dark. So it's like a super, super fun workout. The all-in-one workout, I like to call it. And we also do it in the dark with disco lights. So I guess it just is a place where women can come along, have an awesome time while moving their bodies, but also burn loads of calories and get a really good workout in. I like fun things. I like color, all the bright stuff. So I guess it was just a way to combine everything that I love.
Awesome. And Alex, introduce yourself to us as well.
Well, firstly, hi, my name's Alex. I just want to say, Jenna, you and I are so like two peas in a pod. I am a group fitness instructor and a personal trainer, and I absolutely love aerobics. And I've gone out on a limb during lockdown and created my own aerobics program. And I too am all about the bright colors and having fun. I think exercise should be inclusive, and I know that the funny thing now these days with aerobics is it's actually quite intense and it's very sports inspired. But I feel like it's for everyone. You can have low impact options, and I've actually done it for kids. I absolutely love it. So,
Oh,
thanks, ladies. So, Julio, does listening to them just introduce themselves? Do you think you're going to get into aerobics and dance right now? Like, what do you think?
I don't know right now, but maybe later on. Yes, that's a good thing to do. Not sure about the colours though. So that's one thing.
And I'm sure when Mark joins us soon, I'm going to be asking him the same question to go, Mark, you're going to be rocking this out, like coming and dancing and aerobics and everything as well.
Yes.
And I guarantee he'll be saying to me, Cal, I'll come back to you about that now. But these ladies here, I guarantee if they can motivate anyone, they'll be able to motivate Mark. Trust me.
Yes. Well, I'll bring back on, let him answer for himself. So here we go.
Hey, g'day everyone. Sorry about that. A few technical problems here. I'm not the most technical guy in the world, and so sometimes in radio you have a few technical problems. Just pressing the wrong buttons, Julio. That's all we're doing. But it's great to have some fitness people here. I heard that it's going to be pretty easy to get involved. So well, this
Are
is
you,
me
are you
telling
signing
you,
yourself up now, Mark? Is that the deal? Is that what you're going to do?
Am I what? I'm ready, Kelly. I'm ready.
You're ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like we should do a class right now, you know.
I
Like
know.
just
I feel like we
Oh,
should collaborate.
Yeah.
See if Mark's really actually ready to commit.
Just to warn you girls, I got Mark doing some walks with me every Saturday morning, and he sort of complains more than he actually exercises. So you got to get that into mind as well.
I would have thought that complaining's part of the drill. I mean, complaining's okay. It sort of motivates yourself, isn't it? Complaining. Alex, have you ever complained before? You know, when you're doing exercise?
Oh, no, never.
Oh, okay. Jenna, you'd be a complainer,
Well,
wouldn't you?
actually, to be honest,
A little
all the
bit,
time.
yeah.
I think being transparent is the best thing. If you can say to your members that you're finding it hard, then they know, okay, cool, it's not just me. If we turn around and make it just look like it's easy, then they would never come back. you know?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a level of
to be
to
be honest with you, that's what I'm trying to do with the other guys I go walking with. I'm complaining to make them feel better.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Building confidence.
That's it. That's right.
He's a team player.
you
Yeah.
can do it.
That's
Well, look,
it.
I'm really sorry for the start today. It's a Community Hut Radio 98.9 Northwest FM, and we're really looking forward to the show tonight. I think people that have really struggled to try and get their fitness to go to another level, tonight's show is going to help you out. And I don't know whether we've gone to the chat, but we really want people to put some chat in there, make some comments, some questions to these amazing guests we've got that Kelly's been able to bring along. We've got Milton there, and Milton has said hi, gang, and then he's a big fan of Kelly, so he wants Kelly to do a translation. And Marnie Bone can't wait to see me do a bit of exercise.
That's it.
So there's people out there.
Same here, Marnie. I'm waiting for it too, and I think I'm going to bring along Matt to one of Jen's and Alex's classes, and we'll see how he sweats it out after a good 45 minutes. Let's say 5. Mark, what do you reckon?
It's sounding like a memory I've got, and I didn't believe I'd share this on radio, but I went to a yoga class one day, and they took me right out the front of this yoga class to be with the instructor, and they expected me to be able to do yoga, and that was the most embarrassing moment of my life, trying to do yoga in front of about 100 people. It was pretty embarrassing, and I just wanted to go to the back corner. And I think that's how I'm going to be if I go to Jenna or Alex's class. I'll be in the back corner. In fact, I'll try and creep away.
But it sounds like you'll be colourful at the same time.
Can I say it'll surprise you how much fun you will have. Like I've done the Sons of the West program and trained a group of men. And I said to the person who coordinated it, I said, I've got to give them a warm up. I said, do you think I should give them aerobics? And they were like, yes. And to see these men running and clapping and dancing, I loved it. They had a great time. I'm like, they can go home and tell their wives that they did they did aerobics.
Wow, there you go.
Okay, we don't know what we've entered tonight. Marty's made another comment about being a fundraiser. Now you're talking.
I agree.
Make that class a fundraiser. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah. And Tina Schrader, I'll tell you what, everyone's getting into me tonight about this new challenge.
I feel like the fundraiser is a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
And Jim, like, I know for yourself, like, talk me through. Obviously, I've been loving your classes. Like, hands down, they have been absolutely fantastic. Even better now to be able to go, face to face, but online. Talk us through like what your journey has been. What made you establish your business, Beat Freakz Fitness?
So basically, I started these because I wanted to create a space for women and men as well that wasn't the typical gym environment. So a lot of people feel quite intimidated to go into a gym environment. And so I wanted something that was really fun. I also wanted something that combined everything. So instead of just going to separate classes, like let's say you went to a combat class, you went to a dance class, you went to punt classes, I wanted to create something that combined absolutely everything into one class. and was just fun. Like, you felt good when you go there. You have awesome music playing, loud music, and you just feel freaking awesome about yourself. I wanted to make it a judgmental-free zone, which we have, and just make everyone that walks through the door feel valid and like they're valued, which I believe we have done pretty damn well. So that was sort of my passion. The main thing that drove it is wanting to have something that is all in one, and a place for people to go who aren't quite into the gym, but still want to work on their health and smash goals. So yeah, that's sort of why. Because I used to go to a lot of different classes, and I'd be going to all these different classes at the gym, and I was like, what if we just had one that gave you everything? And then also being in the dark with disco lights and a big neon light just makes it completely different to any other environment you're going to go into to work out. So yeah, and so it makes it really comfortable for a new person coming in. Because if they feel uncoordinated, it's like, oh, well, the lights are off. Just move your body and have a good time.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
There you go.
Is Kelly like the best in your class? Is she like, she's like a top person in the class?
She comes right at the front. She's always at the front of the class. And I feel like she's nearly at the next level where she's going to be up on the stage next, probably taking a few tracks for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like the person I want to be standing next to. Alex, what's your class like? Because I don't think I'm going to fit into Jenna's regime. What about yourself? Looks like you've got a pool there.
Hi, Mark.
So basically, I came up with my own aerobics during lockdown because when lockdown happened and all the gyms shut, it was like having my lifeline taken away from me. Like, it was what I do and it's what I love. And I realized it's not just about the exercise, it's about the people, like group exercise, right? So I wanted to shift that online. And the biggest problem that I found is I was doing a pre-choreographed program that the gyms give me, and I got in big trouble for doing that online. So all of a sudden was like, okay, well, how can I keep this momentum going? And I started finding my own music, changing all the BPMs, writing my own choreography. And each week I would put something out everything was for free. I was doing this online, and I had a group, like Facebook group, and I was doing live classes, and it was such a struggle and a challenge, because I remember thinking at the time, like, it was so much work, but it's paid off for me now, because it's just, I've got so many releases that I have. And, you know, I've been lucky and fortunate to be asked by the council to do their spring into summer program. So I can do my aerobics outside, and I'm sort of giving my program to people face to face. And I'm finding that they're really enjoying it. I think the biggest challenge doing it outside is, like, you've got to deal with the grass and the different environments and the weather. Whether you got wind, rain, sun, you're working 10 times harder than you would actually in a gym when you've got air conditioning and like a solid ground, you know. But it's such a gratifying feeling to know, like, I've taught my program in gyms, I've taught it at a school, I've taught it for council, and it's just so good to see everybody get involved and be so happy and embrace the program. So yeah.
Well, I do have a confession to make. I'm the most unfittest person on the show tonight. I'll have to confess that. I'm not as Julio's fitter than me, Kelly's fitter than me, and there's no doubt that Jenna and Alex are much fitter than me. So I suppose I wouldn't mind getting some advice tonight. I think it's my turn to get some advice. Normally we pick on Julio, but maybe we need to, and we're probably going a little bit early in terms of our top 5 or more things, but I think we might start off with it, because we'll see where it all goes. But I suppose for someone like myself that wants to get fitter, wants to lose a bit of weight, and likes friends, is that sort of like an ideal client for you guys?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Have you got anyone like that in your gyms that is unfit, overweight, and needs a friend?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? Group fitness is the best way to do anything. I think as someone who hasn't exercised, when you come into a group fitness environment, it can be quite intimidating because you think, oh my God, like, look at these people, they know what they're doing, you know, but we sort of say to that, we encourage people, like, give it a go. And the more you do it, like anything, the better you'll get at it. You know, like you can't just go to one class and expect all your results are going to happen in one class, but it will over time, and you will get better and you'll get fitter and you'll get stronger. Like I say to people, for every track you do, for every class you do, for every day that you commit, you're going to be fitter and stronger. So it's all about starting and giving it a go. Mark, you can start small and build from there.
Yeah, but how am I going to go? Like, I think you said the key word. How do we actually start? Because as you said, it can be embarrassing, can be intimidating. It can be all those things. So how am I going to get through that door? You know, what's your advice? Jenna, what would be your advice to people that are struggling getting going? Because I reckon once you get on the treadmill where Kelly is and trying to get up to where her, that's probably a few years' time. But how do you get started?
So it's all about just making a decision, really, making a decision within yourself that you're going to do it. And it's if you were just starting out, I would recommend going for some walks till you get a little bit confident and a little bit fitter. But to walk through the door, it basically is just making a decision, and then you just, I don't know, you just have to make that decision that it's the right one for you, and find the right classes that seem to suit your fitness level. So I would be going for something that does provide low and high options, that is suitable for beginners to advanced, and that's exactly what we cater to. We cater to all different fitness levels. But it basically is just making that decision, committing to yourself, and just walking through that door. And once you walk through the door, you'll find that it's not as bad as what you've imagined in your mind, okay? And that's actually 90% of the hardest part. Once you've walked through the door, you've done all the hard work, okay?
So what do you think, Jen and Alex, for someone like Mark, and I'm not just going to isolate Mark here. For someone like myself, even, and Julio, we're behind the computer. We're going, okay, I need to go. My motivation, to be honest, was breaking up screen time. I was like, I need to be in a different environment. I need to be intermingling, or even if I've got my little gym space upstairs, I need to be breaking up that, you know, just typing away. What do you think is going to be that now, or for people to be going, oh, actually, I need to be doing this? What do you think the drivers are?
It's attaching an emotion to it. So a lot of, so fitness isn't just your physical body or physical. It comes down to mindset as well. So it's about thinking about why you want to do something and getting emotional about it and attaching that emotion to it. Okay, so in every single class, at the end of my class, we get to a last track, which is kind of quite an intense track, isn't it, Kelly? But every single time before we start that, I ask everyone why they came. I don't get them to answer. I just say, I need you guys to think about why you've come tonight. You got in the car tonight for a reason. And it's not just to see me. It's not just for the community. You have a goal. You have something within you driving you. It might be to better your mental or physical health. You might want to better yourself for your children. And people really stop and start to think about why they're there. And they always thank me for saying that, because it gives them that driver and it reminds them why they're there and why they've showed up. And I'll tell you what, they all smashed that last track because they've remembered the emotion that's attached to the reason they're there.
I'm interested what Marnie says here about the silver linings, the COVID silver linings. I mean, we're really wanting to push fitness tonight on Community Heart Radio because of the benefits it is for people that have been isolated, that have been really down, anxious, all these mental health issues that people have got. Alex, what's the impact of increasing your physical fitness in dealing with some of these issues around isolation, anxiety, mental health issues? What's the impact?
Oh my gosh, it's profound. Like, for instance, when I talk about spring into summer, like this is the council's way of offering free programs. And it's not just aerobics, it's like running groups, cycling, yoga, and sending it out to the whole community and getting everybody back into like back into the community and outside and exercising. I think we realize now, like, the impact that COVID had wasn't just mental, but physical as well. And I hear it from everybody, even if you were fit, like, no joke, Jenna, everybody would have put on weight during COVID. And I was exercising.
Totally.
You know, like, it's just unavoidable. You know, and I think now is the perfect time to promote fitness, because we want to get people out of their homes and out of that slump that they've been in, because it's been like 2 years, and now we've got freedoms and opportunities that we didn't have in the last 2 years, and we should use them. You know, and yeah, it's daunting and it's intimidating to come out and say, oh my gosh, I need to start somewhere. But, you know, taking that first step is going to change your life, and you can change other people's lives. I think a big part of what we do is saying, like, you know, having that community and saying, bring a friend, and you have a buffer. You've got someone that you can stand next to or beside, and they can help you through it. You know, I think it helps you. It holds you accountable. It gives you that excitement to want to come back. And I find that often happens through classes as well. People get to know each other, and they will be like, oh, are you going to be there next week? Okay, cool, then I'll go. And they watch them. They're like, well, you're working hard, so then I'm going to work harder. So it works really well both ways. But I think, you know, I think it's really important that that people reconnect with fitness right now.
So what drives both of you? If we're going along and we say we've got a friend there, or it's our own personal well-being, what motivates each of you? Because you must, and I know that the answer to this question, and I'll talk about some other things soon, but what motivates yourselves to be actually, I mean, I might go to say 4 or 5, that's my average of the week, which is probably more than average. But if you guys are doing, I don't even know how many classes, what motivates you and what keeps you going?
This is, for me personally, sorry, I'm going to say this. I mentioned it as my lifeline. I can't live without exercise. It's my glue that keeps me together. If I have a bad day, and this has always been me, and this is why I've gotten into it. If I was having a bad day and I called my mom and said, Mom, I'm struggling, the first thing she'd say to me is, have you exercised today? It really is what gives me my endorphins and makes me tick. And I love being able to share that with people and give that to people. You know, like, I found that, you know, when the times have been really hard, it's actually been exercise that's made me a better person and a stronger person. I will always show up to a class no matter how hard my life is, you know, and those members will always be there for me. And it turns out to be a two-way street. You know, they find that because you're reliable and you're there all the time for them, motivating them, no matter what kind of day you're having, you know, they will look up to you. And it's amazing to inspire people and motivate people like that.
Wow. There you go.
What about you, Jen? What motivates you?
For me, what motivates me is the people there. I'm there to serve a purpose. It's not about me. It's about them and the difference that I'm making in their lives. So you never know what's going on in people's lives. And yes, COVID had a lot of impact on mental health. And I have a lot of people who come to me with mental health issues, with social anxiety, and this is the only thing they can do. This is the only place they can go. So what motivates me is serving those people and being the place that they can go where they feel really comfortable. So that motivates me. I basically am there for everyone else. And as long as I'm creating an impact and helping those people, then I'm a happy person. Okay? Then my job is done.
That's fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you guys on Community Heart Radio 98.9 Northwest FM. If you're listening and you want to make a comment, share your exercise experience. Can you relate to me, who doesn't really do what Alex does, and, you know, about this whole exercise thing? Or are you an exerciser and, you know, you wake up in the morning and all you can think about is exercise? You know, where are you? And I suppose what I want to now start with is maybe let's see how many points we can get as people out there are thinking about, well, how am I going to do this? What are some of the things I need to think about? Why don't we see if we can get our top 5, maybe top 6 points to talk to someone that's really thinking about, wow, maybe I should do some exercise. I am a little bit overweight. I wouldn't mind, you know, getting myself moving. What advice would you give them? Jenna, why don't you start? What would be your number 1 tip to someone listening today?
Yeah, so my number 1 tip would be to start small, okay? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just start small. If you can start with walks every day and slowly build yourself up to a class or to something that you enjoy, I would just start small, take it easy on yourself, no pressure, and find a support system. Find people who are going to support you, and find someone who has walked the walk, so someone that knows what direction to take, what you need to do. Find someone sort of as a mentor.
Okay, you got 2 points there. You got 2 points.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. Start small.
Yeah.
And the second point is find someone.
Fundamental.
Find a support person, someone to do it with.
Yep.
That's actually what I enjoy. I can't really exercise by myself, so I love bringing someone else along with me. So I love point number 2.
So community is your thing.
Yeah, community. Yep.
Yep.
So I've got someone to whinge to. Alex, what would be your third point?
I would say find something that you enjoy. I think it's really important to like what you do. Not everybody wants to run, but you can find exercise in the weirdest places. Like you can take up archery and you don't even realize that you're working out. You know what I mean? So whether it's hobby, like just find something that sparks you where I want to go back and do that because I really like it. If you like it, then you'll learn to love it and you'll stay committed. And I think that's really important. What else can I say? How to motivate.
Just clarifying that one is so it doesn't mean you got to go for a walk or a run. You could do a bike ride.
Yeah.
You could go dancing with
it
Kelly.
up.
Yeah.
Go for a swim. Go to the beach.
Yeah. Let's put a bit of a caveat here. And Mark, that does not include schnitzels, okay? No schnitzels. We're talking about exercise.
I'll tell you what, the guy who runs that Heart Radio makes a great schnitzel out there, I'll tell you. And
you can still have schnitzel and still be healthy, okay? It's about balance.
I think we're up to
no one wants to
point number 4.
Schnitzel out. That's just wrong.
All right. What's point number 4? Is Alex, you got another point there?
So let's recap. Jenna said to start small. And what was your second point?
Second point was
find a mentor. And I said
your one was enjoy. Yep. So what's the fourth one?
Do you know what I think? I would say commit. Like try and don't give up. Give it a go because people are too fast to throw it away and say, oh, I didn't like that and oh, that was rubbish. And they didn't really actually give it a go. You know what I mean? I think break through that little hurdle, try it out for a little bit, and then make a decision. You know what I mean? I think everything's always going to be hard the first time you try it. Like no one sat down at a piano and was Mozart. Like it takes time, So just give it a go.
That's a good one. One more each. We want one more from Jenna and then one last one from Alex. We'll have the top 6 tonight. Jenna, what's your last point of motivating someone to exercise?
Yep. So my last point would be, again, to attach an emotion to it. So think about why you want to start. Really get deep on that. Really think about what it is that's made you think you want to start. So everyone has a reason they want to start. They might have a health issue. They might have a mental health issue. They might have children they want to set an example for. But it's about really thinking about that and then taking action from that point and making the commitment, always remembering why, what that reason was, and that will continue to motivate you throughout if you constantly think of it and attach the emotion to it. It's a mindset trick.
Yeah. Jenna, what would be your last one there?
My last one?
Oh, not Jenna, sorry, Alex. Alex's last one.
I was going to say, I wasn't ready for that.
I'm feeling all right, one more reason to get you motivated to exercise. Yeah? Do you know what? I honestly think whatever you do today will pay tomorrow. And I think, it's all in line with what I'm saying. Like, just do it. Just try. Just give it a go and get yourself out there. You're going to be a better person tomorrow than what you were yesterday because you gave it a go. And that's all I can keep coming back to. It's really important.
Yeah, beautiful. Love it. We're going to get Julio in a second to go through it. But Kelly, what do you think about those 6 before Julio goes through them all?
I agree with all of them. And I think for myself, I can definitely reflect on many of them. But what you've got to be holding accountable to, so if you've got a mentor, if you've got different things that you really enjoy, if you know what you're wanting to achieve as well, and even if it's short term and even if it's long term, I think those for me, those are my key things that I always focus on.
Yeah.
Can I just say that
Yep.
the things that surprise you the most isn't always the goal that you set out to achieve in the first place. Like you'll
True.
walk in thinking, I want to lose weight, I want to get toned, I want to have a good bum. And you walk out and you'll realize that it actually, when they say that it's a lifestyle, what they mean is that you end up, if you can incorporate a little bit into your life every day and make it part of your everyday, you realize that it makes you feel good. The endorphins that you get, it changes the way you feel about things, and your moods, and it shifts everything. Even by exercising, it ironically plays with you up here and makes you start eating better as well, because you think, oh man, I just work really hard. Yeah, I know you can have your cake and eat it too, but man, sometimes it puts things in perspective when you think, if I were to run on a treadmill for an hour, did I really just burn off one muffin? Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, it's not always about the weight loss.
Has this motivated you, Mark? What are you thinking?
Well, I was just thinking about our audience, whether can anyone ring true? Because I sometimes feel I'm on a different planet. I've just come back from eating a big schnitzel. So, but I'm just wondering if anyone can relate to Alex, or they can more relate to maybe hasn't had that impact just yet. Now, I'm only young, so I've still got a few years to go to find that impact, but how are people feeling out there about what we're talking about? It'd be great to get some comments. Put it on the Facebook page, 98.9 Northwest FM. Go to our Facebook page, put a comment down. Julio, why don't you run us through the top 6?
Okay, number 1, we'll start with Jenna. Start small. Oops, sorry. And then we got fundamental support. Then you've got something that you enjoy from Alex. Yep. And of course, give it a go. Then we go, why are you doing this, from Jenna again? Yep. And the last point, you'll be a better person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just wondering how people are feeling motivated by that. I mean, being a better person, that sounds great. Getting in touch with your emotion, I think, Kelly, which one stands out for you amongst the 6?
All of them. I wouldn't just say one. I would say all of them. And don't worry, trust me, it's not just because I'm a woman either. I think for men as well, getting in touch with their emotions, it's a good thing.
Go.
Okay, Julio, you don't get away from it, mate. I mean, which one connects with you, buddy?
With
you
me?
In touch with your emotions there, or what?
I try to get in touch with my emotions. Mostly, I'm a cyclist, so I get in touch when I get to the point where the 2-hour mark hits me. That's when I get in touch with my emotion.
Or when road rage occurs, when they yell at you to get off the road.
Pretty much, yeah, that's it.
Then I'm gathering it's pretty much an angry emotion once that point hits.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
But what I find inspiring about both Alex and Jenna is it's not only about what you do in the fitness realm as well. I know I've spoken to you both about it, how you've managed to, I'm going to use the word pivot. It's that whole phrase, with COVID, to really change your lives around in so many different areas for the better, and to use this as an opportunity, and this time. Jen, talk me through your experience, because you said to me, you used to be a corporate high flyer. And I was like, wow, really?
Yeah. So I used to, prior to doing this, I actually used to work in a corporate role. So I was a national QC coordinator, and then I got promoted to the national manager role, but I actually fell pregnant. So I didn't end up taking that. So actually my son is the reason I started these classes, to be honest, because I had to, again, pivot. But prior to that, I worked my way up from the bottom. I didn't just go into a corporate role. I literally went my way up right from the bottom of the ladder. So I think I've always been able to pivot in situations and make things work. But I think COVID, it was just a matter of taking immediate action constantly. So I started the classes I think my very first one was the 30th of November last year. And then I think we've been in lockdown. That was an in-person class. We've been in lockdowns probably 6 months out of that year. But every time a lockdown came, I just thought of new ideas and actioned them straight away. So I built an online workout library. I started running Zoom workouts. I started doing events for the councils, running online discos. It's all about networking and just committing to the people that are in your community and committing to your vision. And there's like, just every time I think of an idea, I just action it immediately and just go with it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it does work out, perfect. And 9 times out of the 10, when you take immediate action, it does actually work out. And everything you learn along the way is either a lesson or just helps you grow to evolve even more. So, yeah.
And Jenna, have you got this motivation? Have you had a coach coaching you through this, or is it just coming from within you? How do you get to be who you are? Is it exercise?
I've got the internal motivation myself, and just over the past 9 weeks, I actually got a coach as well. So I've actually got a mindset coach and a business coach, and I just, like I said, I got them in the last 9 weeks, but I've been doing this a while. So I'm telling people to get mentors on here in fitness, and I've gone and done the exact same thing in the areas that I need them, because you always need to learn from people who are where you want to be, because they know the path, and you can make it everything go quicker if you just go to the right sources. So
what way has the mindset coach helped you? What's been their biggest and best piece of advice they've given you, the mindset coach?
The mindset coach, basically self-awareness, just being aware of yourself, being aware of your maybe your weak points and your high points, so that you can make them work beneficially for yourself. So just being aware of what you're weak at, what you're good at, and then you can fill the gaps with other people, especially in business. So if you have strong points in business or like weak points in business, you can fill those gaps. Right, with other resources or other people that are good at what you're shit at. To be honest with you, sorry, I
love that. So I can send Julio out for my walk.
Yeah,
and I can stay in bed. Is that what you're saying?
No, say no. Say no.
No.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, because I know we started talking as well, and I was like, wow. The things that you were telling me, you saw my reaction. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, COVID changed my life, like absolutely changed my life. Like I have met my life partner. I'm going to tell you my love story. It's the best. It's the best.
Love
you ready?
Love it. Yes.
So like I'd signed up to Tinder when but I'd never used it. Like I never used it, wasn't interested. But I was actually having problems with my audio when I was trying to do my online classes, because Zoom had not yet updated their settings. So I couldn't play music and talk at the same time. It would only detect one sound. So I was, after spending, I downloaded this software, I had given it everything. After like 4 days, I was not sleeping. I went on Tinder and I saw this guy liked me, and he happened to be a software developer. So I was like, that's it. And I messaged him. I was like, his name is Damon. I was like, Damo, in capital letters, I need your help. And he literally wrote back and was like, yeah. And I was like, can I call you? Can I Zoom you? Can you come over? And like, forget it being a date. Like, I mean, I bought like garlic bread, and I was like, I hadn't showered in 4 days. Like, it was really not impressive. And we literally sat down at my computer and fixed my audio on my computer. And he was so amazing. When I finally had my first class and the audio worked, he was there at my door with a bottle of bubbly. It was so beautiful. And yeah, now it's been 1.5 years, and we're in the process of looking at buying a house. It's just crazy. So, and I really, like, I would not have met him if I wasn't doing what I was trying to do, if I wasn't trying to do classes, and you know, it's crazy.
And I love it, Alex, how you were saying, like many people working in the fitness industry, the arts industry, lost their jobs. And look at what you were able to do, and look at what Jenna's been able to do. Not only have a job, but have a business. Look at buying your first home, have a great relationship. Look at the both of you and how you've managed to, you know, Jenna's talking about mindset coach. Alice is talking about having a partner and buying a house. I mean, what keeps you both going? How do you do it? And Marnie's
I was
saying,
gonna say, Jenna, I have
love it. I agree, Marnie. I absolutely love it.
Marnie loves it. Marnie loves it. It's so exercise is the solution to all life's problems, Jenna, is it?
One of
I
them.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it is. I think you've got to combine a number of things. Exercise, obviously it's going to boost your mood and make you feel absolutely amazing and improve mental health. So yeah, it is. But there's a few factors in there. It's not just exercising and you're going to be the next world's millionaire or anything like that. Okay. You know what I mean? It's not going to pay your mortgage going for that walk, Mark.
Well, I'm slowly getting motivated here to go for a walk. Slowly getting motivated, but I don't know, Julio. How are you feeling, mate? Are you more motivated now? You're listening to Jenna and Alex?
Yeah, well, they actually tell me that I'm on the right track by what I do, so it's good that way. So I'm not the only crazy one out there. So it's good to hear that people they got the same passion about actually doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
hang on. I think you've lost Marnie. She got into the exercise and now she's heading towards Tinder.
I know. Yeah, there you go.
This is the wrong show, Marnie. This is not a matching show. This is exercise. We're trying to do exercise here.
This isn't maths, Marnie. It isn't married at first sight.
You guys are trying to sell me exercise, but really underneath the underlying message is love, is it?
Yeah, it is actually. I actually met my partner on Tinder as well. So yeah. And now we've got a 2.5-year-old son and are really happy. So the answer to everyone's love issues is Tinder.
I think you've just undone the whole show. We had everyone motivated to do exercise, and now they're all doing is getting online.
Yeah.
But for all those mums out there as well, like you've got a 2.5-year-old.
Yep.
I have also met your adorable dog too, who comes along to those dance classes. You're a working, busy mum. What keeps you going? Like you said, you've worked your way up. You worked your way up that corporate ladder too. You've got that internal motivation. Yeah. What for your son? What do you think really helps doing this?
For my son?
Yeah.
Well, basically, I just see the potential in it, and I've seen that the progress that I've made and the impact that I've had on the people that I'm working with, and that really motivates me. I've managed to, during a lockdown, I have managed to just completely pivot, and to be honest with you, I've quadrupled, not that it's about this, but I've quadrupled my income throughout this time. And I can really see the potential, and I can see that I will show my son that when you put your mind to it, you can do absolutely anything. And I want to teach him that. And I want to show him that his mum can run a very successful business, and hopefully inspire him and a lot of other people to do the same thing. That motivates me. Once you start to see the momentum, once you start to see the progress, you get sort of addicted a little bit, to be honest with you. Yeah. But I also, the main thing is seeing, the thing that I enjoy the most is seeing the impact that I have on the women and men that I train. I've got a 70-year-old man. Here you go, Mark. I've got a 70-year-old man that comes to my classes every single week.
Wow. Can I tell you, Jenna, I'm not quite 70 yet. I'm not quite yet. But yeah, I mean, if a 70-year-old can do it, maybe I should be able to do it. And,
well, you would be able to do it. If he can do it, anyone can.
I'm back at about 40, 40 years of age. That's where I am. It's the lack of exercise that makes me look a bit older.
Yeah, well, you won't need Botox if you start exercising. It'll reduce. No,
Actually, I was starting to get into the charity fundraising thing as you were talking, thinking maybe this is a good way to help some of the charities we want to support here on 98.9 Northwest FM for doing an exercise charity event. People that are highly motivated to make a difference in the community. Is that part of exercising? You start becoming a bit more community minded?
Yeah, you do. And we do. So we do a lot of things for the community. So at the moment, I'm going to be doing a Christmas drive. So what I'll be doing is getting people to bring in toys for children. And I'm going to be finding a charity that we can give those gifts to children in need in harder situations than some of us are in, especially after COVID. I feel like it's an area that would be amazing. We've done lots of different things in the past. We've given to Share the Dignity. I'm very, very driven on that side of things. One of the main things I want to do in life is have an impact for other people and help as many people as possible.
Well, that's great to hear. Jenna, we're big supporters of Big Brothers, Big Sisters here, a mentoring program.
Okay.
We back them quite strongly at Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And Alex, what do you think about this community stuff? Is that part of what you're trying to achieve as well?
Oh, absolutely. You know, if I could be like the #1 trainer in the West and get everybody together, and you know what I find too, I would love that. I sort of find like, because I've worked and I do work at different gyms, you find your people and everybody's the same. And you know, the best thing is when you bring them all together, it's like they've known each other forever. You know, they're all connected and they've got something that's in common. And I love it. I love bringing people together, whether you've exercised before or not, it doesn't matter. It is that community spirit that keeps you going, you know.
Well, Kelly, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we can have a community heart exercise, a charity fundraiser for Big Brothers, Big Sisters?
I think we could. But do you know what, Mark? I'm still going to hold you to this. I want you to be the one up the front dancing with me. That's what I'm waiting for.
We could even make it more interesting, and he has to wear a costume.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I agree with that.
We have to raise a lot of money to get me to do that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I know. I loved what you were saying as well around, you know, like these many people, you know, like personal trainers like yourselves who were based at different gyms and different locations when things closed. And you're like, well, hang on a second, I'm just going to create my own space and do this. What do you think now moving forward you're going to keep on doing that? Is that what your drive is as well?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to keep both because I enjoy. It's so hard to give up gyms. Like, I love it. I love what everything does. I think my goal really is to really look at launching my business and my own PT and doing some boot camps and doing some different things. You know, like, I think that's what I'd like to do. If that ends up taking over the gym stuff I do, then okay. But you know, I love classes, you know, and I love helping people. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. Gyms, outside of gyms. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Marnie's been a big contributor. She's sort of said great theme coming for next week's show. I don't know whether she's talking about the Tinder show or I don't know what she's talking about there. But the next thing she says,
she goes, not a leotard for you, Mark. So
no. I think you should, Marnie. I think you really should be wearing that leotard.
No, you haven't seen me close enough, Kelly, but I'm not leotard material. Julio would be looking good in a leotard. I think he supports Big Brothers, Big Sisters as well, and I'm sure he'd get in a leotard. And I'll be at the back doing a bit of organising, you know, coordinating things. But I think we could get hundreds of people exercising. What do you reckon, girls? We could get hundreds of people exercising a massive boot camp to help young kids. Does that sound exciting?
Oh, it sounds so exciting. I am so keen. I am so keen.
Maybe we could put it on Etihad Stadium on the ground there. Get everyone at Etihad Stadium or somewhere, some big place, and get as many people as we can exercising.
Yeah.
I think Marnie wants a Tinder one as well. She wants a Tinder exercise.
I think everyone's getting a bit distracted by the love show here, but we're trying to stick with exercise, and now we're trying to help community, because I know Jenna and Alex really want to help the community as well. And we are helping by doing exercise, but we can go one step further and help other people that are less fortunate than ourselves, especially these young kids out there. If we can help them out, it'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
And Jen, as a fellow Kiwi, what do you think has been the differences over there compared to here in Melbourne and across Australia as well? Like, what has been that draw card for you? And, you know, like, obviously culturally it's quite different here too, you know. What have you noticed any key differences a lot of people ask me that question.
Okay. I've never been asked that question, to
Really?
be honest with you. Yeah, I've been asked why I came here and all
Yeah,
that kind of thing, which is always opportunities. There's more opportunities over here. I think something that comes up for me a lot that people mention is that I'm very like relaxed and chilled. So I feel like in New Zealand, the key difference is we are quite relaxed people, and we like to have a bit of a laugh, you know. We're laughers, so I am a bit of a jokester. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's the weather differences, but I think honestly, Australia is an amazing country, and I think we're, as New Zealanders, we're very blessed to be able to come over here and have the opportunities we do. I think the key difference is there's a lot more opportunity over here than there is in New Zealand. So for me, starting this business is probably more likely to develop and evolve over here because of the opportunities and the larger population.
Fantastic. Now, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of the show. It's gone quickly tonight. And any final comments from anyone? We'd love to hear from you just on our Facebook page. It's 98.9 Northwest FM. It's a community heart show focusing on getting fit and exercising and helping the community, falling in love, all sorts of things we've covered tonight.
That's it. Got a Tinder.
It's been amazing. We've got Julio's just going to run us through our top 6 again. Just quickly, let's do that on how to motivate you.
Start small. Find a mentor or support person. Find something that you enjoy. Give it a go. Why not? Why are you doing this? And the last one, you'll be a better person. I quite like the last one.
Yeah, that's good, guys. Why don't we have some final thoughts that we want to leave the audience with tonight as we go? And we just want to thank you guys for coming on. It's been fantastic to get inspired to exercise. And I like starting small, but personally, I think maybe, doing some different things might be good too. I like going for a walk, but maybe there's some other things I can do to do a bit of exercise. So I might think about that. So that's been my takeaway, sort of mixing it up a bit. I think that's a good one for me. Alex, what would you like to say as we sort of round it up?
I guess just summing up everything that we've already spoken about, like I said, we've just come out of a really hard time, and now is the perfect opportunity to go out and try anything that you want. You know what I mean? You're free to walk more than 5Ks. You can go outside, you can go to a gym, you can join any class, you can find what works for you and give it a go, whether you want to do the meditation side of things or ramp the heart rate up and whatever. But you know what? I think the best thing about it is doing it with people. You will always be more motivated, and you will be more committed if you stick with one person or a group of people. So find your tribe, because they will help you, and you will see results. Just, 90% of success is just showing up. And if you can do that every day or every second day, then you're winning at life.
Love that. Julio, any thoughts, mate?
I quite like the discussions we've had, and also his idea with Alex with finding your glue, finding something that will stick to you and become you as part of what your normal routine is in exercising or looking after your fitness. And also with Jenna, finding that family grip and enjoying the intimacy that you get with this sort of exercise and social behaviors that you built up out of that. So it's it's good to hear about all this sort of stuff. It's great.
Fantastic. Jenna?
Yeah, I just think it's been an awesome opportunity to come on here. But if I could leave one message, it would be you only live once. And we have just been in this long lockdown. So just do what makes you happy. Okay, do what makes you happy. If you find something that makes you happy, do more of that. Life's short. We get one opportunity. Go for it. If there's something you've been wanting to do a long time, go do it, because we get one chance. And that's my message. Life's short. Go for it.
Okay. And Kelly, what's your little message?
I would say surround yourself around people such as Alex and Jenna, because you learn off them so much. So whether it be at these classes, whether it be going for your work, whether it be in your work situation or your family situation, it's these little nuggets and seeds and takeaways that help you grow and you find your purpose. So that's what I would say. Surround yourself in that environment and those people.
Yeah, I like that one. Jenna or Alex, is there anything we can sort of do now as we sort of finish up the show? A little bit of exercise on the screen.
You mean a warm up or a warm down, Mark?
Warm up, warm down.
Yeah.
Alex, can you just run us through a quick one, and then Jenna, can you run us through a quick one? Just
What do you
while we're
want to
sitting
do?
down.
While you're sitting down.
Can I stand up?
Stand up. Come on, Alex, show us what we got to do.
What do you want to do? All right, let me move some stuff out of the way. I'm cold. So this is I'm just sitting here going,
Okay, let's stand up.
what can we do? All right.
What are we going to do?
All right,
Ready?
so
Let's see Mark doing this.
Okay.
Reach.
Go, Mark, go.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
No, it's breaking
Right.
across.
Reach your arm up here. Yeah.
Oh,
That was good.
Oh, you sat down. That's it.
Jenna, what else do you got for us?
Well, I've got the table here, but I was going to do a twerk circle. So
Yeah.
you go around your booty, okay?
What
Can
circle?
you do that? You go around twerking.
yeah.
Oh. Well, that looks good. I hope our audience have been doing those exercises as we finish up the show. Been quite interesting, hasn't it? And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, maybe I can get a bit fit by the end of 2022. What do you reckon? 2022 is the
I
big
reckon
year
you
for exercise.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mark,
That's
you
a
can
good
get
idea.
a little bit fit by the end of 2021. We've still got like 3
Exactly.
weeks, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree.
We're at Christmas now. Christmas 2022. I think we're going to make some goals now for 2022. And,
Okay.
I'll follow those 6 points. But hey, it's been great having you guys, Jenna and Alex. Just so good, hasn't it, Kelly?
Yeah.
It has. It
fantastic.
has. Thank you so much for coming on, the both of you.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much
It's
for
been
having
really
us.
fun.
Yeah, it's been
Right.
awesome. I'm looking forward to the community event. I
Me
can't
Yes.
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be
And you
in
know
touch
what?
about that, eh?
Okay, cool.
Between the
Okay.
two of us, you've got a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel it. I
Yeah.
can feel it.
I'll probably have a few other people with me. I'll probably
Alright.
have a squad. So I'll get a few of them. So it'll be a few of us. So we can make it pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Marnie says to say thank you. She's on Tinder as we speak. Thanks,
Yeah.
Marnie. Good on you. And, oh, yeah, that's about it for tonight, mate.
Yes. Well, see you all go later. And I'll see all the viewers. And have a good night.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Tune in every Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. or watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and follow us on LinkedIn and other social media.